This man began to build and was not able to finish. This man began to build and was not able to finish. Let's all pray together. The gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, that you would speak to us through your holy library tonight. Lord, use yourself, manifest yourself in this voice. Lord, let me be used tonight as an instrument. But Lord, bring Holy Ghost conviction, deliverance, and Lord, salvation through this message tonight, Lord, that you would get the glory and honor. In Jesus' name we pray that everybody would help me say amen. Amen. You got your Bible still open. I'm going to read on. Start back at verse 30. And he said, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Amen. Anybody ever started something but you weren't able to finish? Amen. I've did that many times. Or what king goeth to make war against another king, sitting not down first and consulting whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000, or else while the other is yet a great while off, he sendeth ambassadors, and desireth conductions of peace. So likewise, so whoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. Amen. Salt is good, but if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be seasoned? It is neither fit for the land, nor yet for the dunghill, but men cast it out. He that hath an ear to hear, let him hear. Amen. You have to forgive me, I run off and I ain't forgotten my glasses. I keep breaking them and I just need to go, and y'all pray for me. I might just go this week and go ahead and get some glasses fitted up so I can see all the time. But right here, he talks about a king that before he would even go to war, he would sit down and he would see it. He would weigh it out. Can I win? Amen. Can I win? And I'm going to ask you tonight to do the same thing. I'm going to start a little slow, set a little foundation. If the Lord was to come back while we're having church, are you going to go? Amen. If the Lord was to come back, I want you to weigh this out tonight. Is there something that's going to stop you from making heaven your home? Amen. Come on, the builder here in the beginning of this, Sister Brooke, he starts to build. Amen. He starts to build and then finds out that he can't finish. Amen. Right. And a king, he's not going to, I don't believe any smart king would go to battle not knowing that he couldn't finish it, that he didn't have the manpower, he didn't have the right tools, the right equipment. Amen. I don't believe a king would take a sword to a gunfight. Amen. Come on. And I believe if we're not careful, we try to fight the devil in the same way. A lot of people shows up with a knife to a gunfight. Amen. But I want us to just think tonight. Am I ready? Can I make heaven if I die tonight? If I die next week, we don't ever know when death is going to come, but it's guaranteed that death will come. The Bible says it's appointed unto man once to die, then the judgment. Amen. We're all going to die, Brother Bill. We're all going to die. We're all going to go by the way of the grave. Amen. Unless the Lord just comes and we get caught up in the grave, carried away. So we've got to count the cost here. Are we able, are we ready to make heaven our home? If God come back, is there going to be something right here during this service that we said, you know what, we're not ready? I want you to check yourself. Amen. You say, well, Pastor, you're being judgmental. Now, we're going to preach here in a little bit. I'm not being judgmental. The Bible says, judge yourself that you would not be judged of others. Amen.
Amen.
So I'm asking you tonight, have you counted the cost? Amen. Are you willing to try to just make it on what you're doing already? Or are you going to count the cost? I thought that Brother Garfield and Sister Brooke, they are going to build a house. We've got the drawings. They have been approved by the bank. Amen. They've already been approved. It ain't getting the money. The money ain't the problem here. Amen. We just been waiting on some ordinances to get straightened out. But the money has already been approved. And what the banker did when he did it, he checked their finances and he checked how they was spending money. Did they pay their bills right? How was their credit? And the bank, what was they doing? They was counting the cost. They said, you know what? If these children are not proven up, they're able to make the payments. Come on, we're not going to loan them money. Amen. And this is the same way with God. Have we counted the cost? Amen. Oh, there's so many times there's so many people, they plan to do so many things, but they've not counted the cost. Amen. I thought in doing the job that I do, and Brother Jeff and Brother Jimmy, we'll go out to people that wants fine things. Amen. Come on, they've got a Mustang appetite with a Pinto budget. Come on, we get out there and what they want to do, they say, you know what, I want a bathroom like I seen right here. Come on, in this beautiful magazine, and I'm looking around, I'm like, do you realize what it's going to take to do this? Yes, we know it's going to be a lot of work. Oh, but that's why we got you out here. Can you give me a bid and let me know? Because we're wanting to count the cost. And a lot of times, 9 out of 10 restrooms that I go into, people change their mind. I'm not willing to pay for it. And it's the same way with God. Amen. I thought the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, I went into a house where somebody had started their own project. Come on, but they didn't count the cost. They started tearing things up. Come on, they didn't check how much it was going to cost. They just started ripping things up. And when I got there and told them how much it was going to cost, they looked at each other and they said, we heard that you was going to be cheaper than everybody else. I said, it don't matter who you are. It's just going to cost the same thing. I've come to preach to us tonight. It's time that the church, that we counted the cost. The things that you do outside the church doors. Come on, the things that you do in hidden places. You will pay for it. The Bible said, oh, come on. God is not bought for whatever you reap. You shall sow me. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. You listen to me tonight. I didn't come to be ugly, but I'm going to tell you tonight, it's time that we started counting the cost.
Yes.
Amen.
I got to thinking so many bad decisions are made by our young people. And even our older people, because people, they do things before thinking, they don't count the cost.
Right.
I thought so many get behind the wheel drinking and driving, and they're not counting the cost that I could cause somebody to die. Oh, they ain't counting the cost that when I do get caught, they're going to take me to jail. They're going to give me a big fine. I'm going to have to go through school to get my license back. This is going to put points. Come on my license, and my insurance is always going to be high. It's time, that we count the cost. People don't look at every time that, come on, you smoking one of them cigarettes, that one day the catcher's going to come knocking on your door. My friends, count the cost. You ain't going to lay around. Come on and not get out of the bed with something. You listen to me tonight. I've been down to the courthouse when young men would stand there having to pay, they was lined up, mama, or to pay their child support because they didn't count the cost.
Come on.
Amen.
Young man, I canceled with a fella less than a week ago. And I don't want to tell too much, but he's a young man. He makes $12 an hour. And he almost pays $900 a month for child support. Come on. You better count the cost. You hear me? I said you better count the cost. I believe in the church house today. Everybody under the sound of my voice, we all want to go to heaven. Oh, but I think the Lord is dealing with the us right here. And he's saying, you better count the cost. Come on, you better not say, oh, just because I come down and prayed one time, oh, that's going to get it, because it ain't. Come on, you're going to have to keep repeat time after time. Come down to an old-fashioned altar. There's going to be more than one time. You're going to have to ask somebody to forgive you. You're going to have to pick yourself up time after time. My friend, you better count the cost.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
We think we're just going to build a house. I can see Garfield and Brooke, we're just going to build a house. We got this drawing. Oh, come on, we already got the land. Oh, and all we should have to do is go down there to Home Depot one time. It don't work like that. Oh, you have to go on time again. Amen. And why do we think that salvation is going to be any different? It's time that we count the cost. Come on. If the soul loses its Savior, what good is it? Come on. I need to stay salted for God. I need to stay on my toes for God. I need to stay prayed up for God so He can use me.
Yeah.
I'm afraid, Brother Bill, we're all guilty of losing our compassion.
Amen.
Come on.
We are.
It's easy to get hard out here because people are so mean. Brother Jeff, I think sometimes they don't even realize what they do. I think sometimes people hurt you and they don't even realize how bad they hurt you.
Amen.
Friends, we better count the cost. Somebody said, well, I thought when I got saved, that this was it. It was going to be a bed of roses. Come on, it ain't going to be a bed of roses because Satan messed up. He didn't want you to mess up. He wants to stop you. Come on, he wants to kill you. He wants to steal from you. He wants to destroy you. Come on, he don't want you to have what he can't have. But everybody under the sound of my voice, you've got an opportunity for making heaven your home. You better count the cost.
Amen.
Come on.
He goes down a little bit farther right here, Brother Ken. He said, if you're not willing to give it all, if you're not willing to sacrifice it all, you're not going to have it. Amen. Come on, I believe anything that we want enough, we'll be willing to make some sacrifices for. Mom, there's nothing greater than wanting to go to heaven. Come on, there ain't nothing greater than going to heaven. Whatever it costs you, you got to be willing to let it go. Oh, come on, my friends. You better count the cost. Come on, because if you don't make heaven your home, you'll make hell your bed.
Right.
We don't like to talk about hell no more. The Bible said more there'll be weeping and there'll be gnashing of teeth.
That's right.
Nobody going to be standing in hell and say, well, you judged me wrong. I was picked on. I shouldn't have to go here. People didn't treat me right. I was born the wrong color. People where I was racist. It ain't going to matter. Come on.
Come on.
You get to heaven, it ain't going to matter. Amen. We need to get rid of all that. We need to count the cost. It's going to cost you everything to make it tonight. How many of you are willing to give everything you got just to make it to heaven tonight? Come on. We're not going to be willing to allow nothing to hold us back.
Come on.
Amen.
We get talking about giving up everything and everybody's, oh. You said, preacher, what are you talking about? That's a hard message for me to preach too. I thought, Brother Jeff, when I first started the ministry and I first got saved, I give up $1 million job. We give up big cars, big boats, everything. Why don't we give it all up? I was going through a trying time. The Lord just wanted to see how bad I wanted it. Yeah, I mean, the Lord's going to give you nice things. And He handles everybody. But He wants to know, do you love me? Are you willing to give it all up?
Right.
Come on, are you willing to trust me? This is all He's wanting. Are you willing to trust me? Come on, have you counted the cost, what it could cost you if you don't make heaven your home tonight? I preach like this a lot, and I don't want to go here, but I just don't think I could be all right if my children didn't make it. I don't think I could be all right tonight if my grandchildren didn't make it. I don't think I'd be all right tonight if you didn't make it. It's time that we count the cost. Are we willing to lose our children? Are we willing to lose our friends and our loved ones? Come on! Are we willing to give it all to God and say, God, use me however you want to use me, but Father, don't let my babies go to hell. Don't let my friends go to hell. Lord, don't let my demon out of my church go to hell. Will somebody say glory to God?
Glory to God.
The Bible said that hell enlarges itself daily.
Yes, yes.
Hell's getting bigger, heaven ain't.
Come on. Come on.
I said hell is getting bigger, heaven ain't.
Right.
Don't say nothing about heaven gaining. It says hell enlarges itself daily. People are dying and going to hell. Are we wringing our hands up? We're trying to find a way to get out of giving God everything that He asked for.
Come on. Come on.
Because we're not willing to pay the price. If it costs Jesus Christ everything, it's going to cost you everything tonight, friend. You won't have to go and hang on a cross at Calvary's Hill, but you will have to give Him everything about you. Your body, mind, and soul. Your think pattern. The things that you do, you won't do because you're going to do it like He does. Why is that? Because you're sold in. Your body all the way. And you're willing to go all the way because you've counted the cost.
Come on.
Yes, yes, yes. Amen.
I don't see Garfield and Brooke. I just know how they've been saving. Man, they've been saving, putting back money, going without things, just to have that house. You see, Garfield got rid of that big pretty truck he had. What was he doing? Just to save some extra money. So he didn't get halfway through when he's building a house and didn't have the money to bail himself out.
Right. Amen.
Right.
Go ahead.
Some of us, if we're not careful, we hold on to things that hold us down, that we can't get out of.
Right.
There's a preacher that I know of. A lot of y'all probably know him. He's an outstanding preacher, but he now pastors a church that he don't believe nobody's making it there because he's kept his mouth closed and it got bigger than him. He quit preaching holiness. Now he pastors a big worldly church, and he's afraid that if he stands up, everything's just going to crumble because he didn't count the cost.
Right. Amen.
And what he don't realize, if he don't start, it's going to cost him his own salvation. Listen to me. Us keeping our mouth shut could cost us our own salvation.
Right. Come on.
Come on. God didn't call us to be quiet. God didn't call us to be a friend of the enemy. Come on, you don't have to get out here and be ugly. Come on, to tell people that they need Jesus. Amen. You don't have to be ugly to tell somebody that they don't want to die without a Savior. Amen. It's time that we get a burden in our heart. So when we talk to people, that they can feel our pain and they can feel our hurt and they know that we're sincere because we've counted the cost. Because that individual that we're talking to is facing hell, and they're not promised tomorrow. They might leave, and now they'll have another opportunity to tell them again. It's time that we grab a hold of the horns of the altars and count the cost. There's people out there that need a Savior, need a Redeemer, and God burdened me that I can do it for you.
Come on.
There's a young lady in this town I was talking to today. She might be listening. She's a lesbian. She told me I don't go to church because I'm a lesbian. I said, if you ever change your mind, we want you to come. I want you to come to church. She said, preacher, every time I see you, you invite me to church. I said, every time you see me, I invite you to church. I didn't realize I was doing that. She's like, everywhere I see you. I am. I am. I'm afraid if we're not careful, we'll lose our compassion.
Right.
I'm afraid we won't count the cost of the people around us that are lost and undone. The people that have been lied to, that told them that they don't have to live for God. Come on, that they don't have to give it all to God. That they're going to die and go to hell. Lord, give me a compassion, Lord. Lord, that I won't worry about what they think about me. All I want to do is pull them out of hell. Come on, all I want to do is show them a way of an escape. Lord, that they can make heaven their home. I'm not willing to lose anybody on my watch. I'm not willing, even if they hate me, they're talking about me. Lord, let me have compassion, Lord.
Come on.
Yes, yes, yes.
There's people out there, there's children out there. Going to die and go to hell because we kept our mouth closed.
Amen.
Because we didn't count the cost.
Right,
I said because we didn't count the cost.
right.
The Bible says if you seek to please men more than God, you're no longer a servant of God.
Right.
I'm just like anybody else. I like to be loved. I want to be accepted. But if I'm worried more about you accepting me than I am you accepting Jesus, I'm doing it wrong.
Right.
Amen.
Listen to me tonight. I'm not counting the cost. And just because I get that person to accept me and they go to hell, I'm not counting the cost of a lost soul. Y'all listen to me tonight. I'm not trying to be ugly. I know I keep saying listen to me tonight. But we've got to get in our closets. We've got to get to praying and say, God, burden me, Lord. Lord, let me seek out the cost. Lord, let me check the cost. Lord, let me count the cost. Lord, am I willing to allow people to die around me while I keep my mouth shut for a little acceptance on me so people will feel good about me? Or do I open my mouth and I trust God one more time because I've counted the cost? If it ain't worth them going to hell over and spending eternity in a lake of fire.
Come on.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
We've had good people all around us. I'm afraid, Mom, we're not counting cost. And we get so numb that where we don't talk to people that we don't know.
Yeah.
And we get holding back to the ones we do know.
Right,
Right.
right.
Or not. Come on.
It's a slow fade. I've got myself get so cold. I've got myself getting so cold. I'm like, Lord, don't let me get cold.
No.
Lord, let me count the cost.
Come on. Come on.
That person's going to spend an eternity either in heaven or hell, Lord. Can I make a difference?
Yes,
Come on.
Lord. Yes, Lord.
They might not go to church with me just because I invited them, but I planted a seed. I was nice to them when they even give me a bad attitude, but I planted a seed because I had counted the cost.
Right.
Yeah.
You start looking at people a little bit different when you realize that person, that individual, no matter who they are, what color they are going to spend an eternity somewhere.
Right.
They're going to die, come on, and they're either going to heaven or hell. Oh, am I going to make a difference in their life? Have I truly counted the cost? Have I got on my knees? Have I prayed for one sinner today? Come on, have I asked God to bring that conviction power of the Holy Ghost? Oh, line me up with somebody I can talk to about Jesus.
Come on.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
I'm okay with just keep my mouth shut so everybody just get off my back. So everybody can be okay with me.
Come on.
Like I said, you don't have to be ugly. Tell people about Jesus.
Right.
You can do this in love.
Amen.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at them because they don't come to your church. Just tell them to get church.
Right.
Tell them to get them a Bible. Come on, y'all hear me tonight.
Come on.
Come on, you get them to church somewhere and let God do it. You allow God to be God. Amen. I believe if God gets in them and they get a hunger for the Word, they won't sit in nothing that's wrong. You hear me? Come on, I said I believe if the Lord gets in our heart, they're not going to sit there and listen to nothing that's wrong. Come on, oh, the God in me craves the God in the Word. Amen. They don't crave the things of this world. Sometimes I find myself, I have to put myself in check. Come on, and say, whoa, what spirit are you of? Amen. Oh, did you just show somebody a bad attitude because you didn't count the cost today? Come on, that person that you just got upset with and showed a bad attitude is going to spend an eternity somewhere. You give them a piece of your mind, but you shouldn't give them Jesus. Are you all hearing me tonight? Come on, the Bible said us off the answer. Turn away wrath.
Come on.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
It's so easy to be me.
Come on. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Tell you what I think.
Come on.
But when I've been in my closet, I've been counting the cost. It's been costing me time. See, if you ain't got no time invested in it, if you ain't been in the closet, you ain't been putting no time in it, it means it's worthless to you.
Right.
If you ain't invested in it, it's worthless to you.
Right.
I found that one of the best things to do on a job. But even my sons, they're some of the hardest working guys you ever seen. You go out there with them. I'm not just saying this. God has blessed me with some of the most talented carpenters. But I thought, here lately, I wanted to do something that would boost them, something that would boost them and lift them up. And I thought, I'm just going to make them more invested in the company. I'm going to give them more of a share, What we got at the end, everybody's going to share. And you ought to just see, everything is just, not that I thought it could even get any better, but now, when a tool breaks or messes up, it's just bad for everybody. Woo!
Come on.
Used to, Sister Misty, air compressor went down. We just need another air compressor. Our air compressor went down last week. Oh, Dad. Dad, we've had 4 of our major tools go out this week. Oh, Lord. Not that they didn't care before, but now they're vested. It's time to leave the church. We just get vested. And we just start counting the cost.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe we just take care of the altars a little bit better. Maybe if we just took care of the church a little bit better. Oh, somebody else could give our heart to God. Maybe if my attitude was just a little bit better, somebody else could get saved. Maybe it's just me for a change.
Come on.
We're so concerned that so-and-so.
We're so, somebody else's problems is always bigger than yours. You ever notice that?
Oh, yeah.
You can always see where they need to move up.
Yeah.
But have you counted the cost?
Right. Man.
Lord, have I been a hindrance to the kingdom? Lord, have I not counted the cost?
Yeah.
Have I not spent the time? Have I not invested like I ought to be?
Right. Come on. Come on.
Right.
See, God's invested all the way. He sent His only begotten Son. He gave it all. It's a wonder, Sister Misty, He's so merciful. Because if I give my boy, I won't be that merciful. You reject my boy, pay him. I done put my boy out there. And he hung in between heaven and earth for you. And you reject him. You go your way, fornicating and lying, cheating and stealing, doing things the way you want to do it. And you pay my word no attention. This is what the world's doing.
Right.
This is what the world's doing. They're rejecting Jesus. They're not rejecting you tonight. I said they're rejecting Jesus. I need somebody to say, you know what, I'm going to quit taking this so personal. That the fight ain't against me, it's against the beloved Savior. Amen. Oh, Peter, come and preaching the Son of God. And come on, and it made them mad. Come on, Paul, come preaching Jesus Christ, the Son of God, and they beat him. Come on, they rejected him. And I've come to tell you tonight, we're going to have to preach this gospel throughout the whole world. We're going to have to tell people, that they're still a Savior. It died for them at Calvary. And you still got hope. You still got a chance. It don't matter how deep of the sin that you're in. You might be hooked on drugs, hooked on fights, but there's still a chance.
Amen.
Come on. Come on.
It really bothered me the other day. I put something on, it was supposed to put on, I won't get too personal about it. But I thought so many Christian people got on there and said, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. This is what they're preaching out there. Ladies and gentlemen, our churches, if we're not careful, they're preaching it's just too late.
Right.
Mankind has went too far. Drugs are too bad. Come on. On fornicating and living together is still went too far. On people getting divorced is still went too far. Our children has went too far. Our communities has went too far. Oh, but ain't you grateful tonight that there's a God in heaven? He said it ain't went too far yet. Oh, come on. I wish somebody would tap the calls and say, you know what? I can do something. I've still got breath in my lungs. I can do a work for God.
Come on.
Yes.
You ain't got to be a preacher. Tell people about Jesus.
Right.
Right.
You just got to be somebody that counted the cost.
Come on.
Do me a favor. The next time you go to the convenience store, you look at that person right in the face. You say they're going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Your friends on the jobs, people you know, people you're acquainted with, your neighbors, they're going to go somewhere. Next time you have a conversation with somebody at Walmart, I want you to count the cost in your mind. They will spend an eternity somewhere, and I can make a difference because I believe it, because I have counted the cost and I'm not willing to lose. I wish somebody would make up in their mind, oh, the devil ain't going to steal from me. I'm going to fight him back. I'll fight him in the streets. I'll fight him in the schools. I'll fight him on the job. I'm not giving up because there's still breath in my lungs, and I'm counting the cost.
Amen.
This is what it's all about.
Right.
Telling people about a Savior
Hallelujah.
and died for them.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
And all they got to do is receive Him,
Yes.
accept Him, count the cost, hold on, don't give up, endure. We've got a generation, I'm not trying to be ugly, Sister Nell, if you would come to the piano tonight. We've got a generation of quitters.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on.
We've got a generation of quitters. People don't like the way their job done, they quit. They don't do this, they don't do that, they have to do something else, they quit. Madison, Georgia. I feel sorry for some of these Madison, Georgia folks. These older people that are working on some of these jobs. They're working a bunch of kids that don't know how to work. I sat at Walmart this morning for about 2 hours on a 15-minute job. And it wasn't nobody's fault there, the elders. It was because none of their help showed up. I'm in these stores, in and out. People says, why are you buying and doing business in Madison? I said, because I live in Madison and I love Madison and I want to see Madison prosper.
Right. Right.
People's quit. They've not counted the cost. We was told as young men, young women, when you get a job, well, what you do there is going to show up on every resume.
That's right.
Amen.
Don't listen to me tonight.
We got to count the cost.
Come on.
We got so far, we don't care who we hurt, who we offend. We just trample over people like we ain't never going to meet them again. The world ain't near as big as you think. I remember school teachers telling me, you better be careful who you blow that horn at. You get out to get the job and it might be your next boss.
Come on.
It might be that next cop that pulls you over. It might be that EMT that pulls you off the side of the road.
Yeah.
It might be that person that when you ain't got nothing to eat, gives you something to eat. You better count the cost. We live in a society that has lost their dignity and it quit. We give up on everything,
Come on.
but not the church. I said not the church of Jesus Christ, because we counted the cost. And while there's still breath in my lungs, that means there's hope for others. Come on, while there's breath in your lungs, there's still hope for the people around you.
Right.
You say they've never come to church. You keep loving on them and you keep telling them about it. about a Savior that died for them. Amen? And whenever they go to church, wherever they go, you support them, you back them up, you pray for them, you encourage them.
Come on.
And when they want to quit, tell them you can't. You gotta keep going. The Bible said, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You gotta keep going. I kept going. And tell testimonies of others that they kept going. Because they counted the cost. Because they did it, you can do it. Because God not respect a person.
Amen.
Amen.
And I thought we heard some great testimonies tonight. Mom, a couple weeks ago, it looked like they just tried to tell her she had leukemia and all this. And I went out and prayed out there at the barn. And the Lord your mama's okay. And I had peace, but I couldn't give her quite the peace that I had. I just had the peace. Sister Tasha, different ones of us have been praying with her. Telling the baby's coming home. God's going to make a way.
Right.
And what happens? A woman that don't even go to church is paying for the lawyer fee and getting everything done.
Yeah.
So that baby can be home with her mom.
Praise the Lord. Right.
So many times, Sister Tasha, I'm trying to pick a shot, Kim said, Sister Tasha, don't quit. Hold on! Count the cost! You quit now, it can cost you everything.
Right.
See, the world's falling apart. Don't quit. Count the cost. It's going to get worse if you quit.
Right.
It's going to get worse if you quit. Now, I've seen people, they didn't make enough money, so what they do, before they got them another job, they quit. Because they didn't have enough money. I said, well, that didn't make no sense.
Nope.
You're supposed to get you another job first.
Yeah.
Now you're worse off than you started.
Come on. Come on, y'all listen to me now. I'm not trying to be ugly.
We need to count the cost.
Right.
Come on.
God is working on them individuals you've been praying for. Sister Jessie, hold on. You got too much invested.
Come on.
Right.
God's going to do it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But trust Him and wait upon Him. And He'll do it. He'll come right by just in time.
Come on. Amen.
I like that one, that scripture. He said that the wicked lays up for the righteous.
Right.
Some of us, we got a plan, Sister Misty, how God is going to come to our rescue. And God said, you don't have no idea. Because if I was to tell you how I was going to rescue you, you would mess it up.
Right.
Yep. Right.
Just trust me. Stand still and know that I'm God.
Come on.
Count the cost. We're too far into this, Sister Becky, to give up now. We've come too far to give up now. God is working for us. I said God is working for us. It ain't no time to give up. I wish somebody count the cost and count how much that God has already done for you and how invested you are. And don't allow the enemy to try to talk you out of what God has planned for you.
Come on.
If we only knew.
Brother Jeff, if we only knew.
What He's laid up for us.
Come on.
If we only knew the things that's coming our way, we could hold our seats. If we only knew what heaven was like.
Come on.
Most of us wouldn't go to work. None of us would go to work. We drive the streets. We tell people, you want to go to heaven, trust me. When you walk down the streets, ain't no pain in your back. And it's like you just light.
Come on.
You get here and there, and you ought to see when I pass by my mansion. Flawless. Jeff couldn't have prepared it even better.
Come on.
Come on. I was seeing loved ones that went way before me. It was a great reunion.
Yes.
I couldn't even imagine how pretty and how nice it was. And then the sounds of the angels and the saints just praise God together. Rejoicing.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss this. Because they say it's never going to end.
Right.
They say it's never going to end, Sister Misty.
Come on.
For an eternity, on and on and on. We're never going to say goodbye to our loved ones. Come wrong. We're never going to be sick. We're never going to be hurt. We're never going to want for nothing.
Come on.
And the devil ain't going to be there. Cancer ain't going to be there. Sugar diabetes ain't going to be there. Come on, heart disease ain't going to be there. And all my loved ones will be there.
Come on.
Why is that? Because of counting the cost. We've weakened the message of God in the 21st century. It makes me sick. People just accepting my children ain't never going to get saved.
My God.
How do you even go to church like that? Come on.
Why keeps a man going to church? Why keeps a woman going to church if you don't believe that God can answer your prayers?
Come on.
God's not dead. He's still alive. I hear people all the time, well, Brother Chambers, and I'm not making fun here, would you pray? I don't know if my kids ever get saved. Well, they won't with that attitude.
Come on.
Yeah, they get saved because you're going to hold on, you counted the cost, you're going to give it all to God, because you've given it all to God, God is going to give it all to you.
Right.
Come on.
I says, if you don't hold nothing back from me, I'm not going to hold nothing back from you.
Right.
How many tonight say, you know what, I'm willing to give it all? Come on, God's bigger than the riches you got. He's bigger than your house. He's bigger than your car, your banking account. All God is interested in tonight. He says, I want you. Come on, I want you in the morning. I want you at lunch. I want you in the evening. I want you at night. Come on, I want you to praise me. I want you to tell people about my mercy, about my grace. I just want you.
Yes.
I don't believe we can be faithful to Him. I don't believe we can count in service if we don't count the cost.
Right.
If you will, let's come around these altars tonight. You don't know the Lord.